Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Louder. Good morning. I've thought you when I say good morning, you guys say very good morning. You people will say good morning. Yeah, it's a bit parvatla. Good morning. I no, don't raise the voice. Quality from the heart. You will early from the very good morning, guys. It's pleasant day, end of a good week. Come on, let's make it better, shall we? How do you make it better? Today we're gonna learn a new unit. So far we're done with 5 chapters, and in the sixth chapter we're done with 2 units, 3 units. 3 units. Sorry, bills of exchange, goods sent on return on approval, and consignment. So today we'll do the topic of average unit. Don't have to open your class notes or research material. Listen to what I'm going to tell. Look at the name. I have not made the presentation for this. Apologize for that. Yeah. Average due date is the name of the chapter. Now, the name is something that we should spend a little time on. So, average. What do you mean by average? Mean, the number in between. So, there is a certain numbers, you find the mean number. Or, say, if you take cricket for an example, every time a batsman walks out to the middle, he scores some number of runs. You will take the total number of runs he scored divided by number of times he got out. By that, you will understand average. Every time he walks out, how much can he score? Average marks. Now you wrote the test yesterday. It was for 25 marks. Lot of you have got different amount of marks. After we correct, we'll take all the marks of all the students and then add all of them. Some people would have got 0, some people would have got 10, some people would have got 20, some would have got 25. How many expecting 25 in yesterday's test? I was expecting some people to score 25. Okay. So we'll take the total of all the marks that people have scored divided by number of students he wrote. Then we'll arrive at some number. That is, on an average, how much have people scored? Mean, or what do we call it as average. So we know how to compute average of numbers. We know how to compute average of cricket score. We know how to compute average of marks in the exam. We know how to compute average of the distance. We can do all of this. Average of the heights of the students in the class can be found. Average of the weights of the students in the class can be found. Can we find the average of due dates? Average of, the question is, sir, what is due date? Due date here is in the context of bills of exchange maturity date, the date on which amount is due for settlement. The date on which amount is due for, there are several transactions that has happened between me and you, because of which there is different amounts that I should pay you or you should pay me. And for each of this, what have we done? We have drawn bills of exchange. I have drawn the bill, you accepted the bill, or you have drawn the bill, I have accepted the bill. Amounts are different, dates are different. So let's take some examples. 3 different dates, 3 different amounts are to be paid by you to me. 3 different dates, 3 different amounts are to be paid by you to me. Let us take 3rd of July, 2nd of August, and 11th of September. So on these 3 days, you are supposed to pay me 500, 800, 1000. So you have purchased goods from me 3 times. Every time you purchase goods, I have raised a bill on you. I have raised a bill on you, and you have accepted the bill and then given it to me. So based on the bills that you have accepted and the period that we have written, we have computed due date. When I say due date here, I mean maturity date. What do you mean here? In this chapter, there is no difference between due date and maturity date. Whenever they use the word due date, what they're referring to is maturity date. So there are 3 different dates on which the amount is due, which you have to pay to me and I have to receive from you. 3rd of July, 2nd of August, 11th of September. This is the amount. Now to pay these amounts, you would have to meet me 3 times. You would have to meet me once in 3rd of July. You would have to meet me once on 2nd of August, and you would have to also meet me once on 11th of September. You don't like me, or you don't want to meet me 3 times, or you find it like too expensive. You have to take an auto, you have to leave your work, come meet me and then pay. Why? I don't accept Google Pay, Phone Pay. Or you might have to pay. You are willing to pay by Google Pay, Phone Pay. But what if you forget that date? Pay 1 day late. I will charge interest. You don't want to pay late. So you are calling me and then telling, sir, I need to pay you 3 amounts, 500, 800 and 1000 on 3 different dates, 3rd July, 2nd of August and 11th of August. Why don't we settle it all on 1 day? Rather than paying it on 3 different dates, why don't we settle it on 1 day? I'll say, oh, what a good idea. What a good idea. Amazing idea. Let us settle entire amount 500, 800, 1,000 rupees on 3rd of July. Then you will be like, oh sir, what I was trying to tell is let's settle it on one day, that is 11th of September. I'll be like, no, 3rd of July. You'll be like, no sir, 11th of September. So I am saying 3rd of July. Why? If I have to collect, I would like to collect it at the earliest. You are paying, you would want to pay it at the latest. Now what do we do? I will tell, okay, Nimgu Beda, Nangu Beda. Pay it on 13th of August. 13th of, you are thinking, 13th of August if you pay, is it good to you or is it bad to you? You are like, you want to say yes, but you don't know if yes is the correct answer. Then what do you do? You will be like, 1 second, I can't hear you. Wait, 1 second, I'll call you back. I'll call you back 2 minutes. You're cutting the call. You want to think whether you paying money to me on 13th of August is fair or unfair. Why? You're like, okay, sir, sarilla. Sir will do some calculation and then cheat. He can see numbers in the air. He would have done some calculation which is profitable to him and then which is not profitable to me, which is advantageous to him. So you want to check whether 13th of August is a fair day or not. Are you getting what I'm trying to tell? Now, tell me, from your perspective, when you would have to pay, you want to pay early or you want to pay late? From my perspective, I want to collect early or I want to pay late? I want to collect it early. So I am want to collect early, you want to pay late. We're trying to meet in between. The date in between that I've told you is 13th of. Now you're trying to check whether 13th of August is fair or not. So because you cut my call, I came to you and I asked what? You couldn't hear me or what? Come on, pay me. What do you say? 13th of August, is it okay? Now I'm confronting you, I'm right in front of you. You would have to say yes or no. You will be like, sir, 13th of August looks little tricky. Looks little tricky. Why? Then I will say, okay, fine. Let us check whether 13th of August is fair for both of us. Let me not take advantage or let me not make you profitable. So we are agreeing to be 13th of August to be date of settlement. We are agreeing 13th of August to be the date of settlement. If 13th of August is the date, this 3rd July and 2nd August amount is delayed. Am I right? So I will charge you interest for the same. Correct or not? If you agree to be 13th of August, if you agree the date to be 13th of August for settlement, okay, I will charge you interest. On what? Due date is 3rd of July. Settlement is 13th of August. Am I right? Here, 2nd of August is the due date. Settlement is 3rd of August. Can you see? Amount is 500 and 800. I am saying you should pay me interest on this 500 and 800. I am asking that you should pay me interest on 500 and how much interest? Let us say period. How much is the delay? You should pay me on 3rd of July. You paid me on 13th of August. July has 31 days. 31 minus 3. How many days are remaining in July? 28 days delay in July. 13 days delay in August. 28 plus 13. How much? 41 days of delay. Do you agree with me? Similarly, how much is the delay here? You were supposed to pay on 2nd of August. You are paying on 13th of August. How many days delay? 11 days delay here. Now shall we compute interest? Let us take interest at 10%. We'll take it 10%. We'll take it 10%. Mutually agree. What will be interest? You tell me. 500 into 10% into 41 by 365. 5.62. Okay. Similarly, we'll do it for 800 rupees. For how many days? 11 days. 2 point. I am saying you pay me money on what date? You pay me money on 13th of August with interest of 8 rupees. With interest of, so you should pay me 500 plus 800 plus 1000 How much is that? 2300. Correct or not? Plus 8 rupees. Are you happy? You are like, sir, why should I pay interest on 13th August? I'm telling boss, simple. You are supposed to pay me on 3rd of July 500, on 2nd of August 800. I am receiving this 3rd of July and 2nd of August money on 13th of August. That is delay by 41 days and 11 days. Money has value. Correct or not? Time value of money is the concept. So you should pay me interest. 5 rupees interest for this, 2 rupees interest for that, together 8 rupees. You are like, sir, even I learnt accounts from you, but I know accounts. If 3rd of July and 2nd of August payments are made early, sorry, made late, that is on 13th of August. This 11th of September amount is paid early. You should give discount. Like, oh, they were like, sir, I've learned retirement of bill. If you have taught us renewal, you also taught us retirement. Do you remember retirement of bill? And the settlement date is before the due date, I should give discount. Oh God, now I should give discount. I'll copy paste the table. I should give discount. How much discount should I give? Only one payment. 11th of September was the date. Settlement is correct. One second. I no talking. Now observe. 11th of September is the due date. Settlement is happening on what date? 13th of August. Amount is 1000. What is the period that you paid early? August has 13 days. August has 13 days. Sorry, 31 days. 13 days is over. 31 minus 13. 18 days plus 11 days. You paid 29 days early. You paid 29 days early. Am I right? Interest same at 10% only. I'll take 1000 into 10% into 29 by 365. 7 point. Can we round off this 8.03 to 8? Can we round off this 7.95 to 8? So both ways, I am supposed to collect. 1 second. Some problem. Battery. I silence. Now can you hear me? Now can you see me? Sorry, I won't ask. Can you smell me? What is it? Snana madkonbandidini. Sir, is it 364 days? No. Why did you take 364 and a quarter? Okay, you take 364 days. It is 364 and a quarter. No number of days in here. 365 and a quarter. You're telling 364 days. If it is leap year, we take 366. What ma kushi. For one moment I felt, how can I be so wrong? Can I have your attention? Don't lose attention. Focus. So I should collect 8 rupees interest. I should give 8 rupees discount. Take it. Take your calculator. Do 500 plus 800 plus 1000 plus the 8 rupees minus 8 rupees. So now I am trying to tell you, instead of paying on 3rd July, 2nd August and 11th September, 500, 800 and 1000, let us settle it on 13th of August. On 13th of August, if you pay me or if the amount is to be settled, no interest, no discount. No interest, no discount. You pay me 2300, we'll call it settled. Does it look nice? Now the question is, this 13th of August, what I told you, how do we find it? How did you tell 13th of August? You guys told 13th of August will settle now. I told, ask me. That is the chapter. That is the, and this 13th of August is called as average due date. What is 13th of August? Sir. Now let's quickly discuss what do you mean by average due date. Average due date is the date which is average of several due dates, which is average of several amounts due on different dates. Amounts due on is settled on average due in such a way that there would be no interest payable nor would be any discount receivable. It is average of several due dates found in such a way that if the amount is settled on that date, there would be no interest payable and no discount receivable, or interest payable would be equal to interest receivable, so that only principals will be paid and settled and the interest implication won't come. Did you get this? Now brainstorm and tell me, how do you think we should find 13th of August with this much data? With this much data, how do we find 13th of August? Yes, sir. How do we find? Like trial and error. Take some random date and then check. Interest is more, discount is less. Move it towards discount. Interest is less, discount is more. So pay 2-3 days later. Discount is more, interest is less. Pay 2-3 days before. Are we trying to do trial and error? Okay, we'll find average. How do we find average of 3rd July, 2nd August and 11th September? Sir, 3 plus 2 plus 11, sir. Divided by 3. July is 7th month. August is 8th month. September is 9th month. 7 plus 8 plus 9 divided by 3. Whatever we get, we'll take it. Is that how we do it? We can't do like that. We can't. If they are numbers, we can find average. If they are numbers, we can find. If they are dates, how do we find average? Yes. Basically, these dates are there. No, you need to assign numbers to them. You need to assign like you do in your coding decoding. January 1st is 1. 2nd of January is 2. 3rd of January is 3. 4th of January is 4. 1st of February is 32. So assign numbers to each days. Assign number to. So 3rd of July will have one number. 2nd of August will have one number. 11th of September will have one number. We have 3 different numbers. Yes or no? Add them. Divide them by 3. Add them and divide them by. You would get one average date. Two problems. Shall I tell? Problem number 1. From 1st of January, if you try to assign number to 3rd of July, 2nd of August, 11th of September, it is complicated. It is time taking. Once you assign the number, if you find the average, resulting number is also one number, no? 183, 187, 190, 112 you will get. Again, that number should be converted to date. If you do coding and then you get the answer, again you should do decoding, no, to find the answer. Decipher, correct or not? Or you can say, if you put log, there is one number, you need to solve some exponential number. You can't solve it. You apply log, solve it, and then anti-log has to be put. Time taking. It is going to be time taking. Solution you will get that way, but it is time taking. Problem number 1. So literally problem number 2. You forgot amounts. Amounts are not same for you to just find the average of dates. Amounts are not same. Did you get it? It is like this. We wrote no test yesterday. Now we'll write the marks. Let us say marks is 23, 10 and 5. This is the marks scored by people. 23 is scored by some 100 people. 10 is scored some by 50 people. And then 5 is scored by some 20 people. 170 students have written. Can I take 23 plus 10 plus 5 divided by 3? I should multiply with number of students written also, no? We cannot just add x, summation of x by number of items. No, summation fx divided by capital N, that is summation f, when frequency is there. Are you getting what I'm trying to tell? So this amounts also has an impact in computing the average. Did you get this? Everyone understood the problem as well as the solution? Now shall I tell you the simpler solution? We are right. Starting assigning numbers from 1st of January as 0 is right. But we will not start from 1st of January. Coding and decoding, no? See now, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. We can do like that. Or we can start with L is 1, M is 2, N is 3, O is 4. because we are not using alphabet till L. That way we can code, and decoding also use the same rule, you will get the answer. So instead of starting with 1st of January as 1, start with 3rd of July. 3rd of July, 2nd of August, 11th of September. You give 3rd of July as 1. If 3rd of July is 1, what is 2nd of August? Give one number. And 7th of September, you give one number. It is easier, no? Do you agree with me? Yes or no? Moreover, to make it even more simple, rather than calling 3rd of July as 1, call 3rd of July as 0. 3rd of July as, why? It will be more simple, no? Rather than starting with 1. Shall we do that? Okay, come on. Let's take that. Let's check if we'll get that same answer. So, let us take 3rd of July. And let me call 3rd of July as 0. 3rd of July as 0. If 3rd of July is 0, 2nd of August is? Ah, ah, 3rd of July to 2nd of August. Which planet are you in? July has 31 days. In that 3 days are gone. 28 days plus 2 days. This will become 30. How many of you didn't understand how does it become 30? Understood how does it become 30? From 3rd of July to 2nd of August, it is 30 days. How many days? How? 3 days are over in July. How many days are remaining in July? 28 days. Think, no, how many days are there in July? 31 days. In that 3 days are gone, remaining 28. 2 days in August. 28 plus 2, 30. Got it? Next, 11th of September. Okay, here I'll write 28 days in July plus 2 days in August. Here it is 28 days in July plus 31 days in August plus 11 days in September. What do we get? 70 days. Are you getting this? This is like our X. Amount is like our F. So what do we do? XF will do. Correct or not? So I'll call this period. Artha ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Am I doing something very difficult? No. Shall we find product here? How do we find product? This multiplied by this. $24,000 and $70,000. Correct? Total is 94,000. Here total is 20. ಏನೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? 23,000, 2,30,000 also you tell. Kuch bhi. Now tell me, how do we find average? Average. How do we find average? 94,000 divided by, what do we get? 40, 40.86. Listen, is 40.86. 40.86 means what is 40.86? Now we have number. We need to convert this number to days. How do we convert? Very simple. 3rd of July is 0. 3rd of July is, what is 40.86? 4th of July is 1. 5th of July is 2. 6th of July is 3. So basically, to find average due date, we will take base date. What is our base date? Plus average period. What is base date? 3rd of July plus 40.86 days means 41 days. 40.2 days means 41 days. 40.1 day means 41 days. It is always round up, not round down, not closest to whole number. Round up. Let us say I have some work. To finish this work, I need 3.2 days. When will that work get over? 4th day. 3 days plus 0.2 hours of the next day. 0.2 of next day is 24 into 0.2. How much is that? 28. 4.8 means after 12 o'clock, 4 hours. Morning 4 o'clock. 0.8. 0.8 into 60, 24. 4 o'clock, 24 minutes in the next day morning, it will get over. That is after 12 o'clock, it is next day only, no? Do we charge hourly interest? Thankfully, no. We compute day-wise interest. Are you getting what I'm trying to tell? So, always round up when it comes to days. This is not amount. This is not. This is days. Days always round. Round up means round it to next number. Round down means round it to next number below. Round off means to the closest number. Rounding up means round it to next number. Rounding down means round it to previous number. Rounding off means whichever is close, you do it and off. Close the scene. Do you get this? So dates, what do we do? Round up. Very good. 3rd of July plus 41 days. 3rd of July plus 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Average date is 3rd July plus 41 days. Sir, how do we add 3rd July plus 41 days? Very simple. Shall I teach you how to add? Date, month. So date is 3rd. July is month. How many days should I add? Okay, add. Add, literally add. You will get 44. You will get 7. Now tell me, is there 44th date in July? How many days are there? We'll count 28th of July, 29th of July, 30th of July, 31st of July. Then it will become 1st of August. So I'll deduct 31. 31 days is ashte. After it is 31, it will become plus 1 year. After 31 days in the month column, it will become, sorry, after 31 days in the days column, it will become plus 1 in the, wake him up. Go wash your face and come. ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆದಾಗ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಐಸ್ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫ್ರಿಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಕಾಗೆ ಆರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. 44 minus 31. Love. Hey, how do you get 7 plus 1 as 11? You tell me. 13/8. 13/8 is 13th of August. What is wrong with you? ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? What do you say? क्या है क्या ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ರಾಮ ಶನಿವಾರ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ತೀರಾ? Average due date is 13th of August. So if we settle on 13th of August, there will be no interest payable or no interest. This is what we are going to do in this chapter. This is what we are going to do in this. Did you understand what we are going to do? So people learn this chapter with formula. People learn this chapter with format. We have understood this chapter with logic. Now I'll tell you what is a formula to compute average. People use formula. You know what is a formula? They learn steps first. Step 1. Step 1. Take the earliest of the due dates as base date of 0. Assign 0 to the earliest of due dates. 3 due dates are there. 3rd July, 2nd of August, 11th of September. Earliest 3rd July. They say 0. Step 2. Compute period. How to compute period? From base date to each of the due dates, 30 and 70. Base date is 3rd July. Each of the periods is 2nd of August and 11th of September. Step 1. Identify base date. Earliest of the due dates is base date. Step 2. From base date to each due date, identify period. Step 2. Step 3. Find product of amount and period. Step 3. Find product of amount and. Step 4. I apply average due date formula. Apply the formula for, what is the formula for average due date? Average due date is equal to base date plus total product. Total, one second, divided by total amount. Apply the formula base date plus total product divided by total amount, and that's how you get average date. Same thing is what we did. No, total product 94 divided by 2300, 40.86. We added it to base date. Khatam. Pakka? Everyone understood? No doubts? Sure? Very good. So this is average rate. This is, if someone asks what is average rate, what do you say? It is a date on which, if the bills due on multiple dates is settled such that there is no interest payable or no interest receivable or no discount receivable. Got it? Pakka? Come on, start reading. Average due date. What is average due date? Read it. Read it. Read it. Read it. No interest payable, no interest. Fantastic. Date of payment, if it is average due date, then what is the case of interest? No interest payable, no interest receivable. What if date of payment is after average due date? We would have to pay interest. We don't have to compute from each of the due dates. We know no on the average due date if paid there is no interest. So if the payment is 1 day late, for 1 day on the total amount you compute interest. If the payment is made after average due date, interest is payable. If the payment is made before average due date, discount is receivable. Discount receivable, there is another word. It is called interest is saved. Rather than saying discount received, the other synonym is what? Interest is saved. Do you get this? Okay, read it quickly. What if date of payment is average due date? Then interest is payable for such delay. What if date of payment is before average due date? Do you get it? Now the question is, when is average due date computed? Like us, like I was supposed to receive money from you on different dates. You were supposed to pay me money on different dates, and we were willing to settle it all on. Read it. When is average due date computed? Multiple dues on multiple days needs to be settled on 1 day without implication of. The application of this topic is it can be applied between drawer and drawee, between partnership and partners for computing interest on drawings. You remember, sorry, we didn't do it. In this chapter, you remember doing in second piece your product method of interest. Same product method can be done using average due date concept. Yes, I'll teach you how to do it here under average due date concept as well as your product method, what you do in second piece. We'll do both here. And it can be between borrower and lender. You have borrowed money from me, I have given money to you, I would have to collect money from you on different dates. I want to collect everything on one date. Then how do we compute? You get this? How is average due date computed? Base date plus total product by one of the due date should be given as base date of 0. We take the earliest. If we take the later date, the date before that will become minus. We'll have negativity in the problem. No, we are positive mindset. So will the answer become wrong? No, answer will be same. Even if you take that date other than the earliest as base date. But take the earliest due date as base date, assign numbers to other dates, find the product, take the total product, total amount, then apply the formula base date plus total product divided by total amount, and that's how we find average due date. Did you get this? We did the same thing without learning the formula. We learned the concept, and from the concept we are deriving the formula. It should not be like you learn the formula and apply the formula in solving problems. You should always learn the concept, and from the concept you should derive the formula, and that formula has to be applied. Then remember, I told this in the beginning only. Though the word that we use is due date, the reference is always given to. Very good. That is always provide that 3 grace days whenever applicable. For bill with specific period, if you have to add those 3 grace days, add 3 grace days and then compute your average date, average due date. Do you get this? Come on. Copy it till here, this much theory, and then we'll start with illustration number 1. Okay? Hello, let's start. We'll do first question so slow. The time gap between our first question and second question is going to be so huge. But after second question, we are going to run. The reason is we'll do first question in multiple ways, and we'll also end up solving a lot of additional questions. And open Mati. Come on, everyone, start reading illustration number 1. Start reading illustration number 1. Page number. Come on, let's solve the first question. Illustration number 1. Amounts due 500, 800, 1000. Due dates 3rd July, 2nd August, 11th September. Suggest a date on which bills may be paid without loss of interest to either parties. So basically, we're computing average. Oh, 13th. Oh my god. Even before I complete reading the question, you guys are telling answer. That too for the first question. Last question, you won't even read the question. We'll ask, Sir, what is the process, sir? You will tell the question, then we should tell the answer, or we'll tell the answer, then you will tell the question. So, due date 3rd July, 2nd of August, 11th September. Amounts given 500, 800, 1000. We will pick the earliest of the due date as base date. What is the earliest? 3rd July. 3rd July is taken as base date. Then we will find period, base date to each of the due dates. Base date to each of the 3rd July to 3rd July is 0. And then 3rd July to 2nd of August is how many days? 28 days in July and 2 days in August, that is 30 days. Next, 2nd of August to 11th of September, that is 28 days in July, 31 days in August and 11 days in September. Comes to 70. Then we'll find product. 0 into 500. 0. 0 into 500 is 500. How high are you? I am fine, sir. 800 into 30. 1000 into 70. Together. Okay. Total of the amount. Then we'll apply the formula. What is the formula to compute the average due date? Base date plus total product divided by base date is 3rd July. Total product is 94,000. Total amount is 2,300. 3rd July plus 94,000 by 2,300. 40 point. Can we add 41 days? We'll take DDMMYY format. 3rd July 2022. 41 days. It is 44th of July 22. Is there 44th day? There is only 31 days. After 31 days, it becomes next month. So it is 44 minus 31. 13th of August 2022. Average due date is 13th of August 2000. Everyone understood this? Come on, Padafat, copy. That's it. That's it, Ante. Ako, why did you not come yesterday? Why? Color, adral. Okay, now we'll do another extra question. I want your undivided attention. Focus. We'll do an extra question. Look at this. A drew upon B several bills of exchanges due for payment on different dates. Dates are 2nd October, 20th October, 10th November, 27th November, 8th December and 6th December. Amounts are also there. Tenure is there. They have not given due date. We should find due date. So we should do 2nd of October plus 3 months plus 3 grace days plus. Come on, tell me what do we get? 2nd of October plus 3 months. 2nd of January plus 3 grace days. 5th of January. What? 5th of January 2008. What's wrong? Can't count, can't find like this. Should we draw a table and then do for everything? Bills of exchange, garlic with putra. Next, 20th of October plus 2 months. 20th of November, 20th of December. 21, 22, 23. 23rd of December. Am I right? Next, 10th of November plus 3 months. 10th of November, December, January, February. 11, 12, 13. 13th of February. 27th of November plus 3 months. December, January, February. February 27 is there. If you add 3 days, 28th, 29th, 1st March. Stop your chaos. Stop your chaos. 2007, after that, the next year is 2008. 2008 is leap year. It will have 29 days in February. So 27 November 2007 plus 3 months is 27 December, 27 January, 27 February. 27 February plus 3 days is 28, 29, 30th is not there. 1st of March. So what is the maturity date? You guys are talking among yourself when I'm trying to help. Some people are counting 28 days in some people are counting 30 days, 31 days. No count ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Forgot that it is leap year, nothing. Next, any doubts? 8th of December plus 1 month. 8th of January plus 3 days. 9, 10, 11. 11th of January. 16th of December plus 2 months. 16th of January, 16th of February plus 3 months. 17, 18, 19. 19th of February. 19th of everyone got this? Now we have the due date or maturity date. We will try to compute period. We should pick the earliest of these dates as base date. What is the earliest? 23rd December. Don't take 5th of January. It is not just the date, it is the month as well as the year. 2008 is 2007. Only one date from 2007. So that is the base date. So we'll take for year, we'll write it as 0. We'll find the period from base date to each of the due dates. From 23rd of December to 5th of January. December has how many days? In 31 already 23 days are over. How many days remaining? 8 days in December, 5 days in January. Here 8 days in December, 31 days in January and 13 days in February. Are you getting what I'm trying to tell? If you don't understand, please stop me and ask. Then 8 days of December, 31 days of January, 28 days, 29 days of February and 1 day in March. 60? Are you getting this? This part is important. People will not count 29 days in February. That's tricky. Next, 23rd of December to 11th of January. 8 days in January, 11 days in 8 days in December, 11 days in January. Here, 8 days in December, 31 days in January, 19 days in February. 58. Now multiply 13 into 600. 0 into 800. 800. Tell. 0. 52 into 1000. 69 into 750. 19 into 900. 58 into 1200. Tell me the total. 1,98,000. This is the total product. Okay, listen. Now we'll find the average due date, which is base date plus total product by total amount. Base date 23rd December. Total product 198,250. Total amount 5,250. 23rd December plus 37, right? 37.76 days. Then tell it will become 38 days. Now I'll write here 23rd December 2007. Add 38 days. If I add 38, what do I get? 61st December 2007. Is there 61 days in December? No. After 31 days, it will become next month. So that is 30th of 13 months in 2007. 2007 has only 12 months. 2007 has only, actually speaking, not just 2007. All the months has only 12 months. Sorry, all the years has only 12 months. Sir, adu adhika masam, adhika prasanga maadu. That adhika masam means there will be one more amavasya. Here, minus 12 plus 1. 30th of January 2008. So what is the average due date? 30th of January 2000. So they can settle all these bills 600, 800, 1000, 750, 900, 1200 on one date. 30th of. Did you get this? So if they give due dates, it's easy. If they don't give due dates, it is easy after you find due dates. We should find due dates, which is again easy. So till we find due date, it is easy. After we find also, it's easy. So totally the problem is very good. Shall we go to next one? You don't have to copy this, but we did extra question on the. Now I have another extra question awaiting you people. Will you people help me? If I see anyone sleeping, not answering, not interested, I will be interested in having a conversation with you, which you people might not like. Okay, see the question. Amount 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000. Due dates 1st of January, 1st of February, 1st of March, 1st of April. 1st of January, 1st of February, 1st of April. Amounts are nice 1000, 2000, 3000. Shall we find average due date? Now, base date shall I take 1st of January? Okay, then I should find the period. Base date to due date. Here it is 0. Here I should take days. No, if I take days, I'll write 30 days in January, 1 day in February, 31. Here, 30 days in, see, January has 31 days. 1 day is over. Remaining is 30. So 30 days in January, 2007 is not a leap year. 2007 is it a leap year? If the year is divisible by 4, it is. If it is not divisible by 4, it is non-leap year. 2007, if you divide by 4, sir, it is divisible. Remaining, the answer that you get will be decimal. Okay. Sir, what if we get 4.00? That 0.00 is not, it is there means it's not there. It's not there means it's there. Idru illa anta. Next, 30 days in January, 28 days in February, and 1 day in March. 30 days in January, 28 days in February, 31 days in March, and 1 day in April. How much do we get? 0 into 1000. 0. 31 into 2000. 59 into 3000. 90 into 4000. Tell me the total. 3 lakh 60 plus 1 lakh 77 plus 60. 5 lakh 99. Total amount here. 10. What add? What add? Base date is 1st of January plus 5 lakh 99,000 divided by 10,000. We get 59.9 days. That is 1st of January 2007. We add 60 days. We get 61st of January 2007. January doesn't have 61 days. Minus 31 plus 1. 30 days. 30th of February 2007. 30th of February is not there. 28. After that it is March. 2nd of March 2007 is the answer. Did you get this? Now throughout we are taking 1st of January 2007 as base date. Sir, what will happen if I take 1st of February or 1st of March or 1st of April as base date? Shall we see what will happen? Only thing that will happen is instead of 1st of January, if you take 1st of February as base date, here you will have 0. When you have this as 0, this will become minus some dates. Some items will be minus, some items will be plus. When we find product, product also will be minus for something. That's the only point. Let's see it. Same question, same data. Instead of 1st of January, I'll take 1st of February as base date. See it. If we take 1st of February 2007 as base date instead of 1st of January 2007. Did you get it? Here the period will be 0. Here it will be, we are going back from 1st of February to 1st of January. Or come from 1st of January to 1st of February. January has 31 days. 1 day is gone. 30 days in January plus 1 day in February. Can I take 31? Okay. Minus. Why? We're going back. Next. 1st of February to 1st of March. February has 28 days. 1 day is gone. 28 days in February plus 1 day, 27 days in February plus 1 day in March. April means 27 in February, 31 in March plus 1 day in April. 28, 38, 48, 59. Multiply. Minus 31,000. Here 0, 3,000 into 28. 59 into 4,000. Total 2,36,000 minus 31. 2,05,000. 2,89,000. Now we'll find the base date. Base date is, sorry, average date. 1st of February plus 2,89,000 by 10. 28.9 days is nothing but 29. If I add, I'll get 30th of February. 30th is not there. There are only 28 days. 2nd of March. What did we get? What did we have here? So it doesn't matter what day you take as base. Whichever day you take as base, we get the same answer. Are you getting it? But the only point is, if you take the earliest as the base, it will all be positive. Rather than having some positive numbers, some negative numbers, it's nice to have positive numbers. Are you getting it? Can we now go to illustration number 2? I told you no time gap from first one to second one is going to be huge. Uge. HUG, no. Let's understand illustration. Let's solve illustration number 2. Calculate silence. Calculate average rate from the following information. Date of the bill: August 10th, October 22nd, December 4th, January 14th, and March 14th. Let us write the date of the bill. Tell me the date of the bill. 10th of August, 22nd October, 4th of December, 14th January, 14th of term of the bill. 3 months, 60 days, 2 months, 60 days, 2 months. Tell me. 3 months, 60 days, 2 months, 60 days. Very good. Now we'll find due date. Shall we find due date? From 10th of August, 3 months. September, October, November. 10th of November. 11, 12, 13. 13th of. Very good. Then 22nd of October plus 60 days. 82nd December. 60 you add. 82nd December plus 3 grace days. 85th October. 22 plus 63. You guys have lost that bills of exchange chapter. No, you're not even responding to what I said. 22nd of October plus 63 days. 80. Is there 85th October? How many days are there in October? 31. Minus 31 you do. 54th November. Is there 54th November? How many days are there? Minus 30. 24th of. Very good. 24th of December is the answer. For those of you who are watching it and then feeling like, why is sir doing so fast? We've done bills of exchange chapter for 4 good days, 3.5 days or something in detail. If you would have seen that, you would have definitely found this easy. Now we are not doing something new. We're only repeating what we've done there. So we're going a little fast. Next, 4th of December plus 2 months. January, February. February 4th plus 3 days. 5, 6, 7. 7th February 2020. 14th of January plus 60 days. 74th January. 14 plus 16. Add 3 grace days. Is there 77th January? 77 minus 31. 46th February. Is there 46th February? It is 2020. We should have 29 days. But they've told very clearly in the question. You guys are talking among yourselves. You should answer the question that I asked, not the answer that you want to answer. How many days are to be considered in February as per question? 28. 28. Minus 28. 18th of March is the answer. Next. 14th of March plus 2 months. April, May. May 14th plus 3 grace days. 15, 16, 17. 17th of May 2020. 17th of May 2000. Do you all get this? Now we'll find period. Base date to due date. For base date, it will be 13th of November to 13th of November. Period will be 0. From 13th of November to 24th of December. Listen to me. Answer my question. How many days are there in November? In that 13 days are over. 30 minus 13. 17 days in November plus 12 days in December. Sorry, 24 days in December. Next, 17 days in November plus 31 days in December plus 31 days in January plus 7 days in February. Next, 17 days in, let me tell, later you tell whatever you want to tell. There are people who don't understand. 17 days in November plus 31 days in December plus 31 days in January plus 28 days in February plus 18 days in March. Hinge 124. Okay. 17 days in November plus 31 in December plus 31 in January plus 28 in February plus 31 in March plus 30 in April plus 17 in May. 180. Okay. Amounts are given in the question. What are the amounts? 6, 5, 4, 2, 3. 6, 5, 4, 2, 3. Multiply 6,000 into 0. 0. 5,000 into 41. 2 lakh 5. 4,000 into 86. 3 lakh 44. 2,000 into 125. 125. 185 into 3,000. Take the total. 7 lakh, 10 lakh, 12 lakh. 12 lakh 49. 13 lakh 54. Total here 5, 9, 14, 20. Correct? 13 lakh 54,000 and 20,000. Now we'll do base date of 13th November plus. When you are copying, I will do urgent. People should not find that we are rushing. Relax. I will tell. I am doing fast. Problem cannot be done faster than this. You people, if you become cops, no. You are like, you are chasing the robber. Robber is there. You go ahead of the robber and then like, see, I am fast. Wait, objective. 13 lakh 54,000 divided by 2. It is not running race. 13th of November. And if you are trying to catch the train, you will match the speed of the train and you will like, see, I'm fast and run ahead of the train. 13th of November plus, how much is 1354 divided by 20? We'll round it off to 68 days. Now, let me write here, 13th of November 2019 plus 68. 13 plus 68, 81, 11, 2019. How many days are there in November? Minus 30. 51st of November, 51st of December 2019. How many days are there in December? Beyond that, it is next month. It is 20th of 13th month 2019. The year 2019 has only 12 months, not 13 months. So after 12 months, we'll take it to next year. Minus 12 plus 1. So 20th of January 2020 is the average. Adrenaline rush. I will give next problem for you people only to solve. Then I'll see how much kisses dabaking you people will do. How fast you people will do. Got it? Yes. Copy this and then we'll go to next question. You like the chapter? Got it. Do it. Do it. People who are watching this session online will be like, what is this? This guy is going so fast. Leave me going fast. Students in the class are answering much faster. That is the speed that people have caught over a period of time for this Excel approach. If not for this Excel approach, I would not be able to teach this much in this less time. And you would also be not been able to process so fast. Because I do fast, you start telling the answers fast. And you come to this speed. If not, you would not be able to think this fast. You would be doing very less questions in class. Otherwise. Come on, let's start with illustration number 3. What does illustration number 3 say? Anaita? ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ Your time is over. Stop writing. Your time is over to write. Stop writing. Look at the board. Date of maturity 10th of January. 26th of January is what they have given. 26th is Republic Day. We should take 25th. There are also so many doubts people have. 23rd March. We'll take 23rd March. 18th of August is Sunday. We'll take 17th of August, the day before. Should we take this day? Should we count from that day? Simple. Maturity date will be the day before. Count till that day. Count from that day. Amounts are 500. Sorry, amounts are 500, 1000, 3000, 4000. So base date is 10th of January. For that the period is 0. Now we'll find the period from base date to each of the due dates. 10th of January to 25th of January. 15 days. 10th of January, 23rd of March. January has 31 days. Eliminate 10 days. What is remaining? 21 days in January. 2022 is not a leap year. 28 days in February and 23 days in March. And next, 21 days in January. Take your calculator. Take your calculator. Wait for me to tell. Do it how I tell. 21 days in January. 28 days in February. 31 days in March. 30 days in April. 31 days in May. 30 in June. 31 in July. And 17 in August. 219. 0 into 500. 15 into 1000. 72 into 3000. 219 into 4000. Tell me the total. And here 7 plus 8, 8500. So now when you say average due date, you do 10th of January plus 11 lakh 7 by 8500. What do we get? 10th of January plus 11 lakh 7 by 8500. 130.23 days. We're going to add 131 days. See, 10th of January plus 131 days is 141st January. 141st January is not there. Minus 31. And then it will become next month. So it will become 110th February, which is not there. Deduct 28 days in February, add 1 to months column. 82nd March. There is no 82nd March. Minus 31 and then add 1 to month column. 51st of April. 51st of April is not there. Minus 13 days column plus 1 in months column. You get 21st of May 2022 as the answer. 21st of May 2022 as the answer. It will take 5 minutes to finish. 15 minutes and so many of them still didn't finish. Very bad performance. You doing it in calculator, he trying to write bad, worst. She not even writing one line in the paper and then waiting, saying that she's computing interest. Very bad. Here are so many of them. He didn't write anything in the notebook. He's saying that he'll write in the textbook. You didn't write. ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Did you tell some French language or Italian or German language? Did you tell in a language that you won't understand? You guys should do much better. This is not going to take you forward to the place where you want to reach. Now see, what is the average due date? 21st of May. 21st of May is the date on which if the bills are settled, there will be neither any interest payable nor any interest. Neither any interest payable nor any interest. Now, come to the sub question. First sub question says, date of payment is 18th March. Is it before or after? So interest will be saved. Like discount will be received. Average due date is what? 21st of May. Payment is 18th of March. How many days early payment? 13 days in March, 30 days in April, 21 days in May. 64 days early payment. Am I right? Interest rate, is it given in the question? 8%. So do 8,500. 8,500 is the total amount. 8,500 into 64 by 365 into 8%. 119. 119.23. Keep it to 119. So the amount that we should pay will not be 8,500 because we are paying before average due date. We should pay 8,500 less 190. 8,500 less 180. That is 8,380. Very good. What if the date of payment is 14th July? Average due date is 21st May. Date of payment is 14th July. Are we paying before? We are paying after. How many days delay? July has 31 days. We should have paid on 14. We have not paid till end. 17 days July. 17 days delay in July. Plus 21 days in May alva. May has 31 days. 21 days are over. We should have paid within those 10 days. We didn't pay. 10 days delay in May. 30 days delay in June. 14 days delay in July. So 10 plus 30 plus 14. 54 days. Interest is 8,500 into 54 by 365 into 8%. 101, round it off. So we're making delayed payment. We should pay interest plus principal. Are you getting it? Date of payment is after average due date. 8,500 plus 101. 8,600, and I wanted to do A and B, so I asked you to do average due date. But what was wrong? Was it difficult to do? You were lazy to do? And I was doing, you were telling answer with so much of intensity. Why is it that you are always on your own? Never you are with someone. Exam, it is not like one question paper is given to two of you to write together. It is good to sit with friends. It is not good to do the problem together. No matter whether you're doing it the day before exam or 2 months before exam or 3 months before exam, you would have to do it in your paper. Your friend has to do it their paper. And don't try to imagine numbers. Write them. Write them. You would have to show better performance in the next question. Yeah, if not today, I will not let people go home early. I will extend the class to whatever extent I would want to take, not till I finish the chapter. Till the time I feel confident that you will do the chapter. I'll pick a lot of extra questions, 4 5 extra questions, and I'll make you solve. That's how it's going to be. Until and unless you people show the etiquette of the class and then try and do the questions on your own, not in the question book, but in the answer book, and at the speed what is expected to be done in the exam. Okay, come on, next question. Question number 4. Break, huh? Okay, it's 10:20. Take a break. See you all at 10:50. When you come back at 10:50, we'll continue and do the remaining questions. Got it? Yes, guys. Take a break. See you all at 10:50. And at 10:50, when I come up and stand